What is up, guys? It is Shiesty back with another video, and this is kind of an older video, of course, before I stopped, and this is actually with my baby trap. So I have a decent amount of unposted content with the baby trap, and this is where I'm going to be taking a rally on it, actually. And it wasn't a full rally or anything, but it was a pretty decent rally. I think it was 1 million troops, and I think I only had like a couple, like 100,000 T3 or something as reinforcements. But the rally lead had really bad gear and stuff, so that's the beauty of New Kingdoms is there's just so much potential to get free kills and have a lot of fun. Even like with my castle, my C22, I was still going in Fury and stuff in these small kingdoms. But the unfortunate thing about it is simply one or two big people who know what they're doing can prevent you from going into Fury, you know. And I remember one kingdom I had a 1 billion might player in, Evan Y, I believe, and you know, he was a smart player and I didn't want to get hit by him, so I had a spy in his guild, and every time he was online I wouldn't trap basically, or I wouldn't be on like in Fury trapping. Anyways, here's the rally comes. I don't know why, but I didn't check the rally. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't check the rally at all, as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, I'm switching the gear, doing all that stuff. And you see, I actually got pretty close to having reds, but I did not get reds. And they had a lot of walkbacks, but that's to be expected, especially with a lower might account. I mean, you only do so much damage before, I mean, they're just going to walk back because you don't have high stats or anything. So I'm just healing a little bit here, trying to put anti-scout on, just kind of basic stuff you do after trapping someone or something. And I'm getting scouted a little bit here, but I didn't check the report yet, did I? I don't think I did. Here we go. So there's a report. They got a couple dead. The most important thing to me was just I didn't get any dead myself. But yeah, his gear is not the prettiest. And that familiar is also pretty pathetic. No leader, I didn't even know that. So no leader, so this is a pretty pathetic rally. But I am only 4 million might or something, so. And I'm castle 22, so. I mean, you know, both sides weren't the best. Anyways, I get a rally set on me by the 250 mil. And I'm like, oh, 10 minutes, okay. And then I get a rally set by the other guy. These were like separate clips, and this guy actually ended up canceling, and I think the other guy canceled too. Either that or like eye shield or something. But anyways, we're jumping into the like 200 IQ trap where ugly dumpling is my alt, right? And I'm just sending my like 100,000 troops to camps. And then I'm baiting people to attack those camps, and I'm baiting this guy. I, you know, recall the camp and then poured in. And the funny thing is, like, while I was doing this, because I was doing it so much in this kingdom, I literally ran out of random relocators. Like, I just had to stop because I'm not going to spend 500 gems to random relocate every single time. But yeah, I got a lot of good kills through here. It kind of like, it didn't bother me, but like 40k T4 reds, by the way. But the thing that I didn't like about this was just the fact that like it's almost like a waste of the trap, the baby trap, because I could do this, I could be porting in with like a billion might count, you know, other than the fact that it's just a smaller kingdom, so I couldn't get a billion might count here. Like, it doesn't, the baby trap is unnecessary in this situation. It just needs to be any account that has decent amount of troops. So it kind of like didn't like, you know, use the baby trap for its kind of purpose, which is to be a small trap. But it did lead to a couple more interesting things. Like, for instance, Artist here is going to put on a show for us, and he decides, I didn't even have anti-scout on, I'm pretty sure. You'll see that in a second. Right here, I don't think I even anti on. Yeah, so he got my like comp or whatever, but he decides that it's worth going in for another shot because he thinks he can take on those like 5 or 6 million troops I have. I don't know what's going through some people's heads, but that's why baby traps are so good, or so fun at least. Because I mean, it's not as much that they're good, it's just that you're playing against really bad players. But that's the other scary thing, is just one or two good players, if they can catch you off guard in Fury. Not like, because I mean, a rally's unnecessary for bait trap. A strong solo and you can get smacked, especially with the counter research and stuff. So you have to know your kingdom, and it can't be more than 2 or 3 huge players, because after that you can't track that many players. Like you can't get a spy in each guild or whatever, and it's just not even convenient, because I mean, 2 players are gonna be on half the day probably combined time. So I mean, you know, it gets a lot more tricky, and that's the one thing that makes me hesitant to, well, that, and actually that you can't like use dealers anymore for making a new baby trap. But I just love these clips where you do crazy stuff like this, and you see that bounty. He put 145 million gold bounty on me, so I just put a 50 million gold ransom, and he took it, and then another guy poured in on me. I don't know what his plan was, because I just released a capped leader, but he's going in, and I think he brought T4. So I'm gonna heal a little bit back before the auto heal or whatever, and the auto speed up. But let's see, resources is another problem with going to Kingdom so much. It's funny how often people don't send leaders. It kind of sucks though, because I mean, you want the leader. There's some T4 dead, and those heroes are not it. But you get a lot of kills, just like unnecessary kills. Like I literally had I have 91 million kills in this like clip, and I'm 33 million might. It's just crazy, but it's a lot of fun. The pain is just when you get hit and you lose like 600,000 or 800,000 troops, and then you like want to build manners back. Like you don't want to, but you like should, to get the most efficient training speed and everything. But it's just such a pain, and it takes a lot of resources to build the infirms back. That guy actually had okay heroes. That Watcher's a little out of pocket, but I mean, I'm not worried about that, because a guy before before the last guy sent like 4 great heroes. But again, new kingdoms, you can do the camp trap, like the oldest trap in the book, and there's very few people who will like actually play the game and win it with you, like once or twice. Look how many dead that guy had. But once or twice people actually like be able to get like port on my old scam, because I have it like ready to recall some ports on the camp with troops on it. But yep, a lot of clips, and it's gonna be fun to make some extra older content. The one is like a throwback kind of, and 2, it'll give me some time to develop my current accounts and get the solo trap set up, and I think I'm gonna get like a T4 filler and stuff. So yeah, I'm still considering a baby trap. I just think it would be really difficult in the current climate of the game, especially with the new hero. It doesn't look good for traps in general. I don't understand exactly why, but Lord's Mom was really pushing the like counter trap kind of idea, and maybe that's just giving them a lot of money. I don't know, but it's a little scary, to say the least, for traps. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.